The lights are up, the lens is focused, and stories are about to unfold. It is award season in Nollywood, and what better way to celebrate than to sit with the faces shaping the future of film and television. My name is Tokwe Olonio, and you are watching Lights, Camera, It's My Turn. And today's guests, a fresh generation of storytellers rewriting the rules. Let's meet them. Yes, guys, it's been such a vibe today. These three have shown us that Nollywood's new wave is here to stay. Versatile, vibrant, and here to tell bold stories. Welcome, Elozonam, Ini, Mike. Good to have you guys here.
Good to be
Thanks
here.
for having us.
Is the put together nature for me?
You know what was happening 5 minutes ago?
You did the same people I was talking to. How you guys feeling? AMBCA, how you feeling?
Great, actually.
Yeah?
Great.
Ini, how you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Good.
What are you thinking about? The good?
No. I don't know about the rest of, the guys here.
Yeah.
So this is my second nomination. And I feel like, you know how when you start out, back in the day especially, like AMVC, it's still amazing. But you know how it was back in the day. You just felt like it was going to change your life.
Yes.
And I felt like, I wanted it so much back in the day, and it just didn't happen. And then I told myself, you know what? I'm not doing this for awards. I just have passion. And I did. No, honestly, like I really believed like I didn't care about awards. And then I got my first nomination in 2021 and I cried. I'm not joking.
Are you serious?
I cried. And that's when I realized, oh my God, this validation actually meant something.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it this year. I mean, I still always just never expect it.
Yeah.
I was chiller this year, and so it's nice. It feels good, but I've just programmed myself so much not to care so much about it. But like that showed me that validation. It's nice.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Yes. I think that in the course of our careers, like from when we start out, getting an AMVCA is one of the boxes that we just want to tick.
Yep.
And as the journey progresses, sometimes when life hits you, you be like, oh, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, but the truth is,
if it comes,
if
you're
it
happy
comes,
about
you'll
it.
be happy.
Yeah.
Mike, tell me, how you feeling?
It is exciting, to be honest. Like, it's my first time being nominated.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you. I genuinely didn't want it this year, to be honest. Yeah, like I just feel like it would, I don't know.
Tell me, what did you I
I didn't expect it so soon, to be honest. Like, I just was like, oh yeah, cool.
Oh, good
God
for
did
you.
bless me,
As in,
this life, you say, God bless me in front.
I just thought like, maybe you put in more work, and then finally it would come. But like, I'm excited that it's here.
I get
think
you.
Beyond the nomination, for me, it's like about the people that I'm nominated in the category with. It's like a very interesting.
Very, very interesting lineup.
Yeah, lineup. You get and like for me, I was having a conversation with someone and she said to me that one day you would wake up and your name would be mentioned in like the same sentence or the same breath as people that you looked up to. And like that's literally it, because like everybody in that category has been a source of inspiration for me in one way or another in my journey in Nollywood. And I'm just proud to be mentioned in the same
list. I also think that your performance in House of God was really stood out.
Thank you.
So I don't think it's a journey thing for your nomination. I think it was strictly because of your performance. Maybe you'd have toned it down, dude. I've not nominated.
You get
But returning winner.
Good.
Back to back.
4 times, man.
But you've won
I've won once,
Yes, I remember
nominated
you
4
won
times.
once. 4 times. So now you're just giving us Odogu.
Do you get what I mean? Look at
To be
all
fair,
the newbies.
I wanted to be nominated in another category, so I actually submitted in different categories. But you know, they gave me digital content creator. So.
But to be fair, you know, I always tell you, whenever I watch his videos, I'm just like, hello, I think that you're just arrogant with your edits because, like, I see the work. No, and you know, I always say what I mean. That I see the amount of work that he puts into it, and the fact that he does it himself.
Mad.
I think that's why you probably keep bagging that award because you do the work. Bro.
Like she said, we thought that we needed to change our life, but
It is loud. Okay, guys. We're moving on. Since you don't want to talk about it, let's move on to our next segment. But the very first segment, which is Lemon Lemon. I feel like we all know that, yes.
Yeah.
Lemon 1, Lemon 2, 3, 4.
hey,
I'm competitive.
I know that for a fact.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
here's the thing. Lemon 4 is actually a very bad lemon to lemon.
it's about lemon to lemon.
Because it's probably the easiest.
Lemon.
I see what you
Lemon,
mean.
lemon.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Lemon 1, Lemon 4.
Lemon 4, lemon 2.
Lemon 2, lemon 3,
Lemon 3, lemon 2.
lemon 2, lemon 1,
Lemon 1, Lemon 2.
lemon 2, lemon 4.
Lemon 4, lemon 6.
Lemon 6.
You said I had 86.
You're out.
Thank you, gladly. Please.
Oh, that was it. Right, I got you. Okay, fine. Lemon 1, Lemon 3.
Lemon 3, lemon 2.
Lemon 2, lemon 1,
Lemon 1, Lemon 3.
Lemon 3, lemon 1.
Lemon 1, Lemon 3.
Lemon 3, lemon 2.
lemon 2, lemon 1,
Lemon 1, Lemon 3.
Lemon 3, lemon 1.
Lemon 1, Lemon 3.
Lemon 3, lemon 2.
lemon 2, lemon 3.
Lemon 3, lemon. So we won now.
Yes, no, one person has to win.
How?
You keep going.
No, now, it's over.
Okay. For someone like you, Ini, I'm so impressed.
Because
You
it's over.
mind-
No,
you
yeah,
don't
we
mind
can share
sharing.
it. I don't mind. I'm generous.
All right. That was nice. That was the first time I lost.
First time?
First time.
Ah, okay.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to move to our next segment, which is the life of an actor.
Okay.
We have 14 questions. We're going to be painting familiar props on set whilst we talk about our lives as actors.
Okay.
Are we ready?
All right.
Let's go in. Okay, so these are your reference images.
Perfect.
Right?
This one.
That's the one.
Why did you have this?
This is yours. This is yours.
Why are you doing
This
that?
is,
Wait, question. So do we have to paint it the exact colors here?
yes. That's why you have the colors provided.
Yellow.
Wait, but Alex, they're like boom people. They always wear black. Why is one wearing black?
Wow. You just had to. All right, guys. So we have the paint.
Okay.
You have your reference image. Mike, you're ready. Oh.
No. I need to see.
You need to see the colors
Colors
clearly.
properly, yes.
Is this you trying to show this guy? You are doing the most. Are you about to win?
First of all, this drawing is not accurate. My job is just to paint,
We
right?
know your
Don't be just to paint.
Are we painting the outside as well? Just question. I need to know now.
Yes.
Let me know
This
what
entire
I'm-
place is
competition
going to be
between Mike
mustard.
and
That's
Ini.
fine.
This competition between Ini and Mike, I can see it coming.
I'm sorry, wait. So that means I have to paint this yellow.
So what do you mix to get green?
Great question.
You would look
Very,
like you
very
guys
great
had it
question.
going.
I mean, you love that, right?
Wait, so I have green here, so why am I
We'll
laughing?
figure it out. I
We
think
figure it out. We mix.
we'll
It will
mix
be one
Blue
of
and yellow
big
is green.
blue.
Blue and
It's
yellow,
possible.
yes.
Blue and yellow is green.
Yellow,
possible.
yes, blue and yellow is green. If it's not green, I mean, I'm not the only one that said it. We all said it together.
Blue and yellow is green.
I am.
All right, guys. Are we ready?
Yes.
Remember that we're painting and we're answering our questions. Multitasking, guys.
We got that.
All right, Ella, I'm starting with you. Question 1 to 14.
I should pick one.
Yes.
7, obviously.
7.
Wow.
What's one truth you found out about yourself during, so now because you're a digital content creator, so during your shoot process or your creative process?
One truth I found out about myself.
Yes.
I
You
really
don't know.
I don't know. What truth about I don't know.
So there's nothing that happens whilst you create that that you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know that about me?
At all.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about it like because my creative process, I know for a fact that not everything that we do is scripted. There are
Yeah.
also things that happen on set. So, and I think that's the only thing that say okay, that's different from But it's something I've always known. I don't think there's anything that's that I discovered. Maybe I standing too long, my back hurts.
That's old age, sorry.
Wow, at some point, like this back hurts really. Like
That's funny.
okay, I think there's one.
What's that?
And I think it applies to every actor. The more you practice your lines,
Yes.
the better you get at memorizing them.
Yeah.
That's what I discovered. I think that's the thing that like jumped out at me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nice. Ini,
Yeah.
1 to 14.
5.
5. What part of this character broke you or made you softer?
Ooh, what character?
The character
just
that
whatever?
No, the character you got your nomination for.
What part of the character broke me or made me softer?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I got nominated for, first of all, is a film called Skeleton Coast. I haven't
Yes.
seen because they had their theatrical release in Namibia.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna have a global release, but that will be a bit later. But I mean, I remember the shooting process very well.
Yeah.
The part that broke me didn't necessarily have to do with the character.
Okay.
It was more so everything that happened behind the scenes. So
Oh.
we were filming in Namibia,
Yeah.
and in Namibia they're like extreme. The weather is extreme, so it's either really hot or freezing cold.
Oh, okay.
But then also it was so difficult to film because we were filming in a very
Harsh.
harsh climate.
Climate.
And just even the environment, like for sometimes it would take us like 6 hours to get to a certain set, and then we have only like to a certain time to film because on our way we have to leave early enough because literally the animals will start coming out. Legit. There was a hyena that literally got injured that passed my door where I stayed. So it was like,
What?
guys, like, guys,
know, but
what's
dangerous,
happening
but
here?
let's
I just came to shoot film. Why am I seeing hyena? It not joking. Yeah. So it was just a lot. It was amazing people, but it was beautiful because it was literally 4 countries coming together, right? It was cast and crew from South Africa, Namibia, Nigeria, and Ghana. So it was many firsts. It was so beautiful to blend and just see that what we do, it transcends like language. Like like we just understood each other even if we were from like different parts of the continent.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was beautiful, but it was difficult and stressful.
Okay.
So I guess thank God for the
I
AMVCA.
mean, yes, I was going to say that definitely. Then I'm sure that it came in very deserving.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
Mike,
Yeah.
what's your question? What's your number?
4.
4. What's one scene that stayed with you long after the shoot ended?
That's a good one.
Asuka.
Let me see. I think for me it's the scene where my character confronts like his father. Well, yeah, attacks or confronts his father
Yeah.
for like all the interesting choices that he made.
Your dad, though.
Yes, that scene was pretty like intense. And the moment I read the script, I got really curious about how the scene was going to be shot, and I got to set, and that scene was scheduled for the first day.
You're kidding me. You want to do those
Are you
things,
joking?
eh?
I'm like, this is like the most important scene in the
Important
film. Why is it scheduled for the first day? And like I had a conversation with the director, and she was like, oh yeah, okay, I understand, I get it. And then she actually was, very kind enough to actually move it to like sometime later in the
Thank you. On your
shoot.
behalf.
No, but
Yeah.
have you not been in a situation where that works
have.
out?
No, it could
Sometimes,
work out actually.
it
but, like,
depends.
I just told her like I mean, if I had to do it that day, I
You'd
would
have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it would just have been better, to
Better.
have done it.
Yes,
at
that
a-
was such an
at a point,
intense
yeah.
scene.
Because I thought like, that scene was too intense and it was very pivotal to the
Yes.
story, and I didn't.
I like
want
that
to
they
do it.
moved it for you, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. I was so nervous about doing that scene, man. But yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Okay, hello.
Yeah?
The next question.
As you pick a number, 10.
Yes, 10. What's a misconception about being a lead actor?
A common misconception would be that the fact that you're a lead actor means that you would probably be the standout performer in the film. Do you get? But at the end of the day, a supporting character can actually outshine you and perform more than you. If they have a quirk or their story arc is more relatable than yours, or just more likable than you. So I think that's a common misconception.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. Ini?
I was wondering who picked this. I was just like, let me just pick it. 13.
13.
Like
What would your younger self say if she saw you today?
Oh, okay. First of all, I used to be very shy, like extremely shy, very, very introverted. I still have moments where that peaks out, but my younger me, so there was that, but then I used to live in my head a lot. And I remember watching award shows from when I was younger. So it was one thing I loved to do. I would go to my dad's room. There was a TV there, like his library, not like his study.
Yeah.
And I would watch award shows. And I was really young. And even then, my imagination would run. Like I just loved the thought of just people. I may not have seen the films, obviously, because grown films, but then just them walking up the stage and people applauding, and then they give this speech. I really liked it, and I would imagine myself in that situation. However, I never imagined I would be doing what I was doing today because I was really shy. In fact, the person in my family that was an actress was my sister.
Oh.
And she was on this show, I think it's called Kiddies 101. Kiddies Vision. It was
Kiddie Vision 101.
Yeah, Kiddies Vision 101. Yeah, she was a popular show. Yeah. Oh my God! And they had called, there's this session they have after everything where a bunch of kids would just come and answer questions. Very nothing to do, and they invited me for one. God, I was like, God forbid. So that's how much I did not think this would be my life. So younger me would be very surprised, but grateful that, because there was something there. There's a reason why I would watch award shows. There's a reason why we used to have, he kept calling me. So younger me would be surprised, but I feel grateful that I took the plunge.
Lovely for you. Okay.
Interesting.
All right, Mike. Mike, what number are you taking now?
What numbers are available, please? Before I go and call them.
1 to 14.
1 to 14, right?
Yes.
Okay, give me 14.
14.
Right.
What do you now know about your strength as an actor?
I know that it's pretty easy for me to memorize lines.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that. I also know that I make maybe not the obvious choices with my performance, but my choices are very relatable to a lot of people. And I also know that I have I can stretch myself, I can stretch my mind and my body to take on any character that I want to. Because for House of God, I was working with I had not shot the film in a different language before that. It's Yoruba, it's my language, but it's one thing. I don't think in Yoruba, I think in English.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, so it's not my first language. So but doing that film, I saw how I could literally make it become my first language and converse in it. So yeah, I literally can do anything. I learned how to ride a horse for the film. I learned fight sequence and stunts and all of that. So yeah, I literally can't do anything that I want to as long as I apply myself to it.
Love it. Okay. Now I'm moving to 15 to 35. Hello.
Ma'am.
Yes.
You said 15 to 35, right?
Yes.
Let's do 30.
30. Let's have it.
My strokes are very terrible. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh my God.
I knew you would pick that up.
Guys.
I just knew you would pick that up.
So from the project that you submitted for the digital content creator, what prop from the set would you have taken home and why?
Are you sure you didn't take it home?
I mean, let's assume you did it, but which would you have?
But the prop is in my
It's
house.
in your house, exactly. So, like,
So what was your favorite prop? Let's put it that way.
To use.
Yes.
It was my dog's chew toy.
Chew toy.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us about that.
Because okay, so in the video, time slowed down when the angel and the demon were to appear. Time slowed down. So there were elements that needed to move and slow down in motion to actually express that slowing down of time. And I used my dog's chew toy.
And you just went.
I just dropped it and I slowed it down in post. And that was the only
See,
thing.
when I say that Elo can be arrogant, so he said, I slow it down in post. Well, Mike, go and slow down your vision.
I actually can't do that.
That was the only prop we used, actually. Yeah, that was the
yeah?
only prop we used there. That was actually the only prop we used. Everything else was either the TV or we got footage from the internet and made it look like it was happening there. You know?
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Ini,
Yeah.
your number.
Oh.
You're up.
18. See.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is more like it.
Who did you think of first when the nomination came in?
Who did I think of first?
Yes.
So the thing is, my mom called me to tell me.
Your mom.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
didn't. I
serious?
wasn't watching, so she called me, and that's who I thought of first.
Oh,
That must have been so exciting.
Yeah. I
my
know.
mom. Yeah.
That would have been
She's
so
been so
nice.
supportive.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. Amazing. Okay. Mike,
Yeah, 20. Is that one?
20. What does this nomination mean to your 5 years ago self?
Dreams are valid. Because I remember, I don't even know if it was 5 years ago, but like I remember at some point I watched the AMVCAs and I was like, oh, okay, it would be nice to be up there on that stage someday.
You get.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So yeah, like I mean, seeing that my work has been recognized by the body is just say some sort of validation for like the work that I put in and just a confirmation that whatever it is that I dream I
It's
can
valid.
achieve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's so true. Whatever you dream, you can absolutely achieve. Hello,
23 of them?
23. Interesting. What do you want your children now, or your future children, in case you have some now you've told us, to learn from you as a digital content creator?
Well, I would. There's a lot to.
Exactly.
The one thing I want them to learn is, especially as a creative, the number one thing is to actually stay true to yourself. Because everybody is. So they say that people aren't. You're not special, but I agree with that. But you're also special in the sense that nobody can be you, think like you.
True.
You know, yeah, many people can look like you, behave like you. You guys can share similar characteristics, but at the end of the day, there's always that one thing that makes every individual special, and that's a groove, a heartbeat, your own heartbeat that you have to listen to. You can try and create content like the next person, like all the greats, or you can try and make a movie like Spielberg, but at the end of the day, you cannot make a movie like Spielberg because Spielberg is Spielberg, right? There's a reason he is who he is because he stayed true to himself. He listens to his inner voice. Like Wes Anderson, for instance. Nobody can make a movie like Wes Anderson, no matter how you try. If you see a Wes Anderson film, you will know that it's a Wes Anderson film. You don't even need to be told. So I feel like that's what makes people special. The fact that you create because you want to create and you're staying true to yourself, true to your own identity, and that's how you create something that's truly special, that stands out, that nobody can actually make like you. So I think that's the one thing I would want my kids to learn if they're going to ever enter the creative space. Just listen to your own voice, clear out the noise, do what you want to do. Even if it's whack the first time, everybody started whack.
I know.
We all did. Like we all did,
But we did it.
but we did it and we kept on building on that whackness until we found ourselves, our identity, our creative signature, and our space. That's it. So yeah, that's
True.
it.
Amazing. All right, dear future children, daddy's ready. Daddy's ready.
Listen to yourself. Oh. That's all.
Edie, what number?
Shortly between 35 and 16.
Okay.
Give her the two, just.
I know, right? What did you whisper to yourself after the last take of this role?
Oh, well.
That's 35.
Wow!
I'm joking.
But I feel like I get the context. I need no more hyenas.
No, but it was a huge.
Like, ooh,
We did
I
it.
made it.
We at some point, honestly, it was just one. Like I said, it was one of those things that also was working against us, and we're not sure we're going to finish. And everybody needed to go to their countries for different things. Like everyone was on a schedule.
Right.
So when we finished, it was we did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, do you want the 16?
Sure.
16 is, what was your biggest internal battle
Sorry.
during this project?
Let me take issues.
It was finding balance between just focusing on my own thing, doing my thing, or getting involved in like other things that were not kind of working out
On set?
on set.
Right.
Yeah, so it was just, and I really like what I do. I'm very passionate about film.
Okay.
And you just know when it adds up, right? And for me, like, if we've all come this far, we traveled like 31 hours, yeah, to get there.
Wow.
We're shooting, like, it just needs to make sense. Like, it doesn't have to be a perfect film or show, but like, it's just good to feel like at least everyone did their best, right?
Yeah.
But you also don't want to step on toes. You don't want to offend anybody.
Overstep as well.
But then, so it was just that balance between, just doing my thing, or, is this something I should talk about, or am I doing too much at this point? So yeah, it was the biggest battle. I don't even know if it was internal, it was everywhere. It was finding balance. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mike, your question, your number.
28.
28. And after this, we're going to our last round.
Okay.
28. Who silently inspired your performance? Someone that was not in the credits.
Well, everybody that inspired my performance was in the credit too.
Speaking about that, how did you feel working with a lot of veterans, a lot of people that you watched as a child?
Right. I mean, I have actually been very fortunate in my career to have like that experience very often. And every time I see it as a blessing, because an opportunity to learn and just be in the same space with these people. Because I learn a lot from just watching them, and not even just when I'm in a scene with them. Just being on set with them, just watching how they operate, how they make people around them feel.
Yeah.
And just their process, just taking in their process. So yeah, every time I'm excited to work and learn from them. It's a blessing, to be honest. I don't take it for granted.
O'Shea, okay. Hello, your last number. Let's make it count.
27?
I feel like someone has taken
Has
it.
someone taken 27?
Oh no, no one has.
Okay.
What would you name the chapter of your life that this project represents? What was that chapter?
Reset.
Reset.
Yes, that's what I call the chapter. And I'd say this because
Yeah.
I created this piece with Chai.
Right.
Yeah, and this was in 2024. I think October. And this was a year that I created my biggest show. My name is Zozo.
Yes.
And that was all I did. That was the major project I did for that year. Because typically I like to just create content, make videos and everything. And my name is Zozo took me out of that space, because it was such a huge project and it took a lot of my time. When I finished, I was tired. So I didn't create content like that for fun. I was just doing branded work. And I don't like to just do only branded work, because when people see an ad coming, they tune out. And I'm like, okay, I just want to entertain people because I want to entertain people. And so I said, okay, you know what? Let's reset. let's reset. Let's create something that I want to create, and let's put our backs into something different, something nice. And I got a script written with the idea, and God bless my writer. He wrote something that was, when I saw it, I'm like, bro, this is, because we talked about the idea, and then he went to flesh it out, and he added something special. Yeah. And I said, bro, this is going to be difficult for me to pull off. But after I said it, I'm like, you know what?
That's why I'm going to do it.
We can actually do this. Let's try and do it. It seems very, but imagine if we did it.
Yeah.
We slowed time down, and then the angel and the demon would appear, and they're moving in real time, but the other characters are moving in slow motion, but you are seeing all of them in this scene.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Where can people go watch this?
On my Instagram. It's on my Instagram, it's on my YouTube, yes. It's all on my social media. It's called Who is Sarah? And I had to call my brother for VFX advice, and he told me, okay, this is what you should do. And I even video called him. My twin brother, because he's a VFX artist. Yeah. And I video called him all the way from Netherlands, and he told me exactly what to do, and we did it. We used green screen, we did it, and it was a whole day to produce what? 2 minutes? A whole day to actually film it. And for me, that was like, okay, I've never done this before. Yeah. Let's take it up a notch. Let's reset and let's go back to why we started doing this in the first place. And that's when I did that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Reset. I love that. I wouldn't have thought. Ini?
Let's do 15.
Let's do 15. Which emotion challenged you the most during this performance?
I think the quiet moments when my character had to almost like hide her vulnerability, her fear.
Okay.
And because it's easy to just play that externally, right? Yeah. But like actually like facing why she was that vulnerable or fearful in that moment, right?
Right.
So in her case, it was exposing just certain demons, right, that she didn't want to be exposed, obviously. So I guess those moments, if I had to pick, would probably be it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. We all gotta go watch Skeleton Coast.
Yeah.
All right,
including
Mike.
Me.
Including you. Your final question.
33.
33. If your role has a soundtrack, what song would be playing?
If my role had a
soundtrack.
That's kind of difficult because, like, House of God was set in, I don't know, 18th century or Europe.
It's a really bloody song.
Actually, yes, that's it. That's the soundtrack. That's the soundtrack for Imeku. Because that is tough life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but for real.
Yeah, that's for real.
That song.
That's it.
Okay.
Imeku had like a very tough life, you know.
He really did. Okay, so now let's move to our next segment, our final segment.
Okay.
If not me, who? Excited to know who you all would root for, if not yourself. Elo, if you don't win this category, who would you like to see?
Arika Dimples.
Oh, yeah, she's very deserving of it.
She's very deserving of this.
Very risky.
Risky.
Yeah, she really puts in a lot of work to risky. Okay, Ini.
It's tough because I actually haven't watched any of the films.
Right, any of the films in your category.
Including mine.
I know, right?
That's the running joke. I haven't seen any of them. So yeah, it's going to be
I mean, you could root for only yourself, to be fair.
No, I mean, trust me, this is life I live. Anybody that takes it good for you.
I swear.
God.
So yeah, whoever's time it is, win it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so positive.
And I mean it so much.
This is the real woman supporting woman right there. I love it. All right, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes. If not you, who?
I want to say Uzo Arokwe.
Oh, Dogu Parara.
He was nominated as well, right?
Yeah, he was nominated
Yes.
in that category.
Damn.
But, like I don't even remember what film was nominated for. But
Suspicion,
I've seen,
Suspicion.
Okay, Suspicion. Yeah,
And
that
that
was
was incredible.
That was amazing. But also, I've seen Femi Jacobs in Freedom Way, and that
I haven't seen
performance
Freedom
was
Way.
phenomenal.
You know, Femi Jacobs he's actually really
Yeah,
solid.
I've seen Femi
I think he's won
Jacobs.
an AMVCA before for
Yeah.
Best
Back in
Actor.
the day, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
Femi Jacobs.
it literally could be anyone in that category.
Anyone. I think that where we are at in Nollywood is when you see someone getting a nomination, even if it doesn't work for you, they have put in the work.
Yeah.
They have. All right, guys. What if I want my
I'm
background?
done.
I want my background to be white.
Wow, we're all done.
Yeah. You all are.
Mamacita.
Nice to meet you. Well, guys, unless you guys want to sleep here, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I have to sign out.
Picasso ain't got nothing on your. I mean, guess what, amazing people? You get to win Ini, Mike, or Elo's art, but you have to do this. You have to drop your comments under their episode. What would you like them to say? Because the comments with the highest likes and subscribed already gets to win. So if you've been loving up on Ini for a long time and you want to have a piece of Ini in your home, see all the hearts
This is
you
my
use.
art. I'm about to
See,
sign it.
You see all
I've
the-
signed mine.
Zozo, wow.
Really looks nice, guys. You guys really went. Let me see yours, Mike. Okay,
I mean,
you tried. You went all in. You guys, give me my flowers. I tried.
wait, where's the yellow?
Where's the
So
yellow?
let me tell you guys.
No, where's
What
the
are you
yellow?
telling us?
It is
No, don't-
perspective.
It's perspective.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to believe that it's yellow.
Say that
Exactly.
from the
It's
I
white.
literally asked, and she said yes. You have to.
You have to. Well done, guys. I think that this was really good. I mean, when I attempted to do it, it was a disaster. So yes, I mean, I'll give you number one. It is almost a walk in the park. We all know that.
It wasn't. It's actually more intricate than it looks.
All
No,
right.
with the thin lines and all that.
And you got the mustard perfectly.
Thank you.
Well done.
Fantastic.
Look at
Mike,
that purple.
did you get the purple?
Yes.
I mean, well, it was Elo that did it for us all, but it's okay. Mike, this was amazing. I don't know that you're blue though. It was skinny.
It's the brush.
It's the brush. It's the brush that didn't stroke. Well, it wasn't you that did it. Okay.
not me.
It's alright. I mean, if you want to win, if you want to win Mike, Ini, and Elo's art, all you need to do is comment. Let them comment about the project that you're being nominated for, and then you read it. And the best comments actually gets to win. But you must subscribe. If you don't subscribe, if your comment is best, we'll not give it. We'll give it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
My name is Elozonam. Lights, camera. It is my turn.
It is your turn. All right.
My name is Ini. Light, camera. It's my turn.
My name is Mike Afolarin. Lights, camera, and you already know it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Bussin'.
I almost said the middle combo. Let me
But you just said it. You just said it. All right, guys. Recognition isn't just a reward. It is a mirror. And today we have seen each of our nominees clearly. They have reminded us that greatness starts with showing up fully. If you love these actors, show it. This is a non-voting category, right? Yours is a voting category.
Mine is a voting category,
Right, well,
yes.
supporting actor and supporting actress are non-voting categories, but that doesn't mean that you can't love up on them. Follow them on social media, celebrate them, let them feel seen, and let them feel your love. And for the voting category, make sure you vote for Elozonam. Before you go, beautiful people, I have a question for you. Have you subscribed? Hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and make sure you share this episode with a friend. And guess what? I will see you on the next episode. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.
Bye.